Yo, it's been a while, hasn't it? I don't remember when the last one was. It's been a couple months by now. I don't think I made like a ramble after I finished agility. I think I did. I just don't think I ever published it. I kind of hated it afterwards. Just been kind of laying low, I guess, lately. Just get into it. Oh, my pin, whatever. So I guess like what's been what I've been doing. Well, before that, I don't know if anyone cares. There's a couple of you anyways who've already finished Agi, but show some of the loot from 200 mil agility. I think this has the accurate. Was it 44? Yeah, 44 rings. I think I dropped some, or I gave some away. So we got that. Rings. They're 15 mil. Fuck, I might be dropping them over today, boys. Most of the rune items already out. But right now, I think I still have 823 of these. I've used a lot of these prayer pots. Fuck it. Let's put them in there. Runes. Oh, Jesus Christ. A lot of runite bolts. Holy shit. It was like 450k law runes, bloods, souls. I'd say this has been like this is probably the majority of the loot that anyone cares about. The Sepulcher. Alright, put this in here. If anyone cares about the GE price, it's like 1.1. Obviously, I've just been holding the rings because rings were really good, as we all know, and they got nuked by that run energy change update, which is pretty big. So yeah, I guess that current GE price with the rings about 15.5 mil. That's what we're looking at like, for the money. I only really ended up looting, what was it, 4-5 bridge, like predominantly. Like I did some of the floor 4 stuff, but like the last bridge of floor 5 was, God, it just sucks so much because it kind of ruins your flow. Like you just like, swabbed your way through the ending of floor 5 in the finale. You're feeling good, you're feeling fast, and then you just gotta like detour off to this bridge, which doesn't feel good, but it's just so cracked. I mean, the double high loot roll is just insane. If you're an iron, you kind of have no choice. Well, it depends on where your account. I know Poppy didn't loot there, but if you're kind of fresh like I am still, that bridge is just nuclear. It's just cracked. Obviously, Grand Coffin is kind of whatever now, but 15.5 mil, I mean, that's still a build, or whatever it was, like a half a bill in rings for free just for clicking this thing. It's not really that big of a time loss, honestly. I mean, I just highly doubt you're saving time. A substantial amount of time, rather, by looting the Grand Coffin. I think it's still worth. I mean, if it's not worth it a ton, like financially, I mean, shit. It's just like SEP is just the PVM of skilling, man. Like, it's nice to see a unique when you've been there for X amount of thousand of laps or hours. I don't know. It's a little boost. That being said, when the rings did crash, it kind of became a little bit less exciting to look forward to as a drop. But I don't know. Still, like free 8 mil is 8 fucking mil. I mean, I don't know what bonds are, but 8 mil is 8 mil, man. Just for doing a great mini game and getting 1-to-1 Agi. I guess outside of agility, what have we been doing? Quite a bit. There's a bit more, but right now we have 154,000 giant seaweeds that have been farmed. I've mined probably around 300k or a bit more than 300k sand. Still have 210k left that I need a super glass make. That puts me at the banked XP. Oh, something got fucked up on here. Oh, there we go. Banked XP. I have 108 mil crafting XP banked right now, putting me at, whenever I do end up crafting it, at 150 mil crafting which is one thing I really wanted to get done with this year, was crafting. I know it's not 200 mil. I'm not really in a rush. Nor do I care to finish crafting like that. It's just one of those skills that, like, I don't know, you PVM, Slayer, whatever. I mean, it's pretty kind of tried and true now. Like, you're gonna get like unpowered orbs or battle staffs or whatever kind of side part, whatever. You know, just like you're gonna get some crafting supplies potentially as drops throughout your account. It'd just be nice to get XP drops from that, or like whatever. You know, I can't really do gem nights because I don't have SEP to cut the gems at, but I mean, shit, dude, like last whatever, I could just like cut them at the bank if I was burnt or whatever, you know, not a big deal. So anyways, yeah, happy to get that done. What else have I done XP wise? I'm at 44.5 mil room crafting and about 42.3 mil crafting XP. I went to 25 mil thieving just a little bit when the artifacts were just being hijacked by Darts and Company LLC Incorporated. That was a fun method. Like, it's cool, but I think I did it too soon after SEP, where like I really enjoyed the engagement of being immersed into what I was doing with my character at Spolker. That just GPU clicking once a minute from Narnia, like from the NSA satellites, it's pretty boring. Honestly, it was pretty boring. It wasn't really kind of filling that void, that itch I had from finishing agility. So I just kind of went to 25 and whatever XP, 25 mil, and I was pretty done with that. I did try learning like just using two of my own ults to lure like the standard lures over, I think by like Southeast House in that middle bridge guard, and just fucking around with that for like an hour or two. Like, I mean, I wasn't by no means like perfected at it, but it already felt more fun and like a better method to learn that way. So maybe I'll try fire effects or just do glass there. It was way more enjoyable than just the guard abduction. Maybe if I have more ults to work on, which kind of don't, but who knows? Maybe I'll try. If that happens again, I'll take a part of it, but it's not a big thing right now. Yeah, those have been the big skill things, really. I kind of took a diversion. You know, in like the last videos, I kind of talked about like some of the year plans that I was thinking about doing. And Slayer has been on my mind quite a bit. I really wanted to start it sooner than later this year. Because like to me, I guess like my thinking is like there's only like 3 skills in the game that you have to do per se. I guess 4 if you're an Iron. That's agility, runecrafting, and Slayer, and an Iron Hurdler as well are the big ones. That's like kind of like where my thinking's at. Like you tackle the big 3, you're set up by finishing the 3 longest skills in the game, so massive amount of EP from that, and fuckloads of money and fuckloads of resources, because that's kind of what it is. I mean, I don't know, for me, I guess my playstyle, like I want to tackle the big 3 because all the gatherers, I guess except for Hunter, really, fishing, woodcutting, mining, like those are all like, they all have AFK 0 times that are like 0.5 or something around that, you know. And that's just something that you can just abuse throughout time, you know. Like, it don't have to like actively do the method. Like 4G seems like a cool method. I dabbled with it when maxing, but especially I guess in the stage where my count is now, like there's just no shot I'm gonna do 4G or anything like that, because like what's the point? Like for EP, okay, cool, but like that doesn't help me in any aspect, you know. Like it's just EP for the sake of EP. There's nothing else progressed in the count. Whereas, you know, Agi, there's a ton of resources and money that you get from Spolker. Slayer, I feel like that goes without being said. Runecrafting, same thing. Tons of runes for Slayer, tons of GP for everything else. And it's just like, unfortunately right now in the meta, like GP is kind of an issue with Iron. It's not too much of an issue. Like Warcraft's always nice to have in your back pocket in PVM, but I guess my approach and thinking right now is like tackle the big 3 straight on, and then we'll figure out the rest from there. or big four rather. So I guess with that being said, I really wanted to start Slayer, but dude, they fucking released that blog or breadcrumb of they're gonna do some sort of Slayer update, but then just never actually give you a date or any idea on when you could even read a blog about what it might be, and instead just throw out all these other massive updates. So it's been kind of annoying. So I don't know what that Slayer blog's gonna look like, you know, if they group up tasks in certain ways, meaning like they put all metallic dragons together, you know, that's saving you block lists. Same with demons, although demons was kind of weird because you can't really generalize a demon's task because that's graders, blacks, necreals, bloodvelds, abbey demons are all technically demonic creatures. But maybe if they just have the name like demon in their name, like abbey, abyssal, grader, you just kind of choose what task you want to do. I guess sidetrack, like what they did mention in that blog or whatever about Slayer is they're going to do something with the task system, and knowing them, it's only going to be a buff. Like they never just make things worse, not in 2025. So with it already being a super long 3k hour skill, like I don't want to start it, especially being so poor and broke on Slayer points right now. I don't want to start it and then just if we have some sort of quality of life update like that. And furthermore, like sailing, if that Slayer island I sailed down to in the beta has tower necks in there that are multi. So like what will that look like with herb XP and the herb meta? So it's frustrating to have to just kind of pause like that and change up the script. I need to be better about being flexible like that. So knowing Slayer changes could be coming, well, for sure something's happening with sailing whenever the hell that comes out. I wanted to start tackling some of these PVM grinds or upgrades for the account for when that day does come. And obviously they're not efficient or necessary, but I wanted it to count progress. I props to the people who want to do 200 mil Slayer with Obby legs and the fire torso, but I mean placebo effect of better gear. Like if I'm just wearing better gear, I'm gonna log in more. I just want to play more. I'm gonna feel better looking at that. Like it's tired of being like rags. So that being said, PVM grinds that we were on. Bosses, where are we at down here? So Yama was a big one for me because part of my Slayer plan right now, subject to change, my initial thoughts and thinking. I've spent a ton of time talking to Static Void about this. I really enjoyed my conversations with him about this. But yeah, was melee tasks. What are my tower next, my melee? Necreals are question mark right now. I really wanted to go about melee abbeys. Because like Spellbook Swap is just a fuckload of Ashles, man, for like barely more XP per hour. And like honestly, I don't want to spend the rest of my like NMZ is a great AFK for melees, but dude, I'd rather just be like bone mining or fucking redwoods than having to babysit some sort of MM2 monkey cave alt or some shit. So my like approach was I want to finish as much of the melees and combat XP as I can from Slayer. So especially with the new gear that's coming out, double death charge and all that, I knew I wanted to get Oath Plate for the little bit better slash bonus stats on the armor. I want double death charge. So that was the goal that I locked myself into. I told myself Yama launches, I'm gonna farm it from launch day until I finish. And fortunately for me, I had the wonderful pleasure of obtaining 9 out of 11. Shout out. 5 horns and 3 helms. And mind you, this was all before the helms went up a fuckload in prices, and most of these horns are when they're down in price. Shout out to the people do it with me relentlessly. Fitcher and I went pretty hard towards the end together. Just we were both like probably the driest people there at 1300 plus KC, and we just sashed. It was good times with him. Shout out to Fincher for doing. I do hope he finished. I'm pretty sure he did. As you can see, I finished the helm. The legs is what freed me finally, and then I had to go make that chest plate, which was kind of annoying, by the way, because like I just could be stupid. That's totally plausible. But there's just like no user manual or whatever to just like making this armor. Like, I think you had to like click the anvil a whole bunch of times, like in a 1/6 session or cycle, but like you don't click the last tick or something. I remember just sitting in like Discord with like Ball and some other people, Huba and Dennis, and I'm just like clicking it and for 5 minutes. I'm like, I'm just failing the smithing, dude. Like, hopefully my 99 smithing turns up and we actually make this. But you know, obviously YouTube saved the day and I figured it out. So after Yama, I wanted to finish Zany Spear. And this was kind of disgusting. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, Scorching Bow is just ridiculous. Like, if you've ever done the Zany Spear grind, I'm sure most of you have on your irons, it's pretty obnoxious. I mean, you have different, like, 5-0 or whatever, BOFA methods, RCB. But still, I mean, it's a lot of fucking effort for what Scorching Bow is, or even the melee task in Scorching Bow. You're just like weed chilling, doing nothing. So I ended up going 12 Steam battles. I think it was like 2 or 3 Steams, then Staff of the Dead, and then it was just like 9 Steams straight until 760 KC. Yeah, I was pretty much done with this one. I wasn't gonna quit because I'm too stubborn, but it became a little numbing. Just seeing only the staffs, like not even the hilt, man. Like not even the hilt or a dupe to drop over. It was just like, here's a 25k out, man. Enjoy. It was that was a doozer. And then lately, before I stopped, we got up to 880 Hydra, 3 leather. So I'm kind of lucky on that, really. No claw yet. I'll kind of resume that a bit later on the claw grind. Need a break. Oh, actually, before that, we did Muspa, and I actually spooned for the first time, maybe in the life of this account. Yeah, you can see like just over an average of 1 in 70 for all these Venator shards. The only reason I wanted the Venator bow, and once again, not efficient to get, probably not worth it, wasn't my favorite grind. If you're not using Mega Rares, that grind kind of blows, honestly. Very resource taxing if you're using things like the Trident of the Swamp. But yeah, I mean, if you look at the Slayer meta list, like, I wanted an AFK task, like just one task I could throw into storage once I unlock it. Have 2 of them, like, sick, dude. So after talking with Static, we kind of ran some numbers and we kind of came up with shower dags, shower dagging this. Dags are a really great task. They're short, they're great to slaughter the task, wonderful seeds. The barrage method is perfectly fine. I played around with like bulwark specking and whatnot with it, with the new surge potions and all that, and using alts. But yeah, I was like, I need a task, man, and I didn't want to do blood belts because I didn't want to use a cannon. I'd probably do it without a cannon, but anyways, dags. I want the Herb XP from dags, so dags are where we're at. Thankful to get that bow done. Thank God I spooned. Holy, I was pretty fucking done with that. So since finishing that, Fantasy is coming up kind of shortly. Yeah, that'll be my first Fantasy I'm participating in. As you can see right now, I have a lot of day alt. So the goal right now has been, I've been 1.5 ticking day alt. This is day 4 now. I'm gonna be doing about 70k plus a day, 72, 73k a day. Today's pretty fucking bad. I had a lot of homework. 634k day alt shards. Where's the crafting tab? Right there. We got 950k S right now. Goal is to 1.5 tick, 3 mil day alt, and then start runecrafting all of it, and then using day alt to finish off the 0 time of the remaining 2 mil S that I need. I really want to take on rune crafting full force. Day out's a wonderful zero time. I've loved all of my day out zero times. Speaking of, let's go do that. But this is a time save I want. I kind of enjoy it, actually, the 1.5ing. Because it's like, what, from Fresh 99, it's like, what, 4K hours? Right? 4K hours? Does that sound right? 2K hours. 2K hours of just normal AFK Dale. So I really wanted to save as much time as I could by removing Dale as my zero time, because it is good, it is a minute, and I do like run and whatnot and go to the gym and do Dale, but sometimes you need more than a minute, man. And I'd like to get as much of this S done as possible so I can start on finishing 200 mil RC like ASAP. And I'll pair that up with this new fletching knife that's coming out at the end of about a month from now. And obviously my glass. Yeah, I just want to get RC. I love that skill so much, and I really want to make a big step forward towards finishing it. Hopefully this year, possibly this year. Depends on how hard I can get this day all done. Right now with my current pace, I should take me about 36 more days of 1.5 tick day alt. So yeah, get the day alt done. Probably need to get some more sand done. Kind of feel like I want to prio fletching. I don't know, it's hard though, because like I feel like you could probably fletch on the boat, right? For sure, you can fletch on the boat, like for sailing. Glass, depends how close you are to a bank if you're doing port tasks and whatnot, you know? Because like I'm probably realistically doing port tasks, because I don't think step agility is going to be the way. It's just whatever. It's too hard to even speculate on that, on what it's going to even look like, man. But I just remember from the beta, dude, like I did like a level 10 or 8, whatever, level 10 port task, and that thing just gave me like 5 Harlander seeds, which is insane, right? Because like 1, that can be used at mixology, and 2, if a level 10, dude, like contracts giving 5 Harlander seeds, like how will that scale up? You know, I can kind of already see the exponential scaling of that, and like, I mean, God, I hope there's not some shit that's like a level 40 sailing contract, port contract, whatever, that just gives you 8 toad flax, bro, and we're just like 100 mil sailing, just doing level 40 content. Like, that'd be so boring. Yeah, but who knows? Who knows about that? Yeah, so I don't know, I've talked to Yeet and like Wizard briefly. Like, it makes sense. I mean, I don't really know. Like, I love crafting CMI. Like, it's just EHP crack. Anyway, everyone knows that. You're just doing like 7.26 hours. It's retarded. But that being said, like, if I have to zero time a skill at a bank, like just for a couple seconds, I would rather blow glass and fletch, obviously. Although, check me out with my new fletching knife, dude. Just like ching 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 on those U logs, getting like 200k an hour. It's gonna go hard. Yeah, so I don't really know. I'm just gonna try and do a whole bunch of fletching and crafting the ZMI. That's everyone else does. No real clear game plan on that. Right now, we're just kind of at Blue Rock coma, chugging along. Yeah, so I guess like it's been a while since I've made a ramble or even streamed. I think it's been a couple months now. My last stream I got banned, actually, only for a week. Allegedly, can't confirm or deny, but allegedly I was streaming certain speeches from Germany circa 1930s, early 1940s. Honestly, it was full educational. Like, fuck these people for censoring me. Those bastards, dude, and those pussies who reported me. Can't teach. I can't skill and teach. Like, that's fucked up. Like, it was not the best part about skilling streams is I can educate. I do have a major in history, so like Professor Flores, man, I'm just trying to educate the people on certain speeches made by people allegedly in the 1930s and 40s. You know, but I guess you can't, and that's kind of fucked up. But it wasn't the band that stopped me from streaming. I think like already before that, like, or no, it's around that time. Like I started just like getting a bit more reclusive again. Like I didn't really join VC as much anymore. Just kind of like turns a little inward, and then that just got exacerbated by the fact that like I think it was early June, a couple weeks ago now, we drove up to Michigan from Florida, which was like a 19-hour drive with my dog to kind of spend some of the summer up here, because I'm not sure if you know, Florida just gets nuked by hurricanes in the summer, and we took a Category 5 to the house last year, and it's just hot and miserable and touristy and swampy, and it's just like winter for us. Like it's not enjoyable, and at least not for me and my pasty ass skin. So the plan was to spend a lot of our summer up here, but my dog, like Ollie, some of you guys know him, my dog just like tore part of his ACL, so we're gonna have to inevitably drive back down to Florida, and it was only partial. He's still doing all right, but we probably need to get that more scanned out, because I'm just actually in the middle of nowhere right now. Like I'm surrounded by 100 acres of wheat fields in every direction right now, which is pretty, definitely pretty, but it just sucks now because he loved running through the wheat fields and just jumping. It was so cute. But yeah, now he's benched right now, so we gotta go get him checked out. And there's a fuckload of ticks here, man. Like I found a tick like on my butt cheek the other day. I was like, what? No, get me out of here, dude. I'm not getting Lyme disease, man. You know, like don't make me rethink going outdoors. Yeah, so we might be leaving here like the first week of July or something like that, or even a little bit earlier, making that drive back down, which is fine. I mean, I'm just mining day out right now, so just being a passenger in the car is no big deal. Just keep mining day out the whole way as we drive back down to Florida. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know, maybe this will be the start of being a bit more active. Maybe I'll start streaming again. I forgot my webcam when we came up here, so that's half the reason why I haven't been streaming the last couple weeks up here. I don't know, maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm not sure. It's fun. It's fun sometimes it's not. But yeah, I guess that's it. Kind of went over like some of the post Cinnamon life agility things. Like the PVM that we did as well. PVM, whew, I'm glad that's over, man. Unpvm me. Retweet that. Unpvm me. Oh man, respect to the people who do it. It's nice seeing the upgrades, but I just feel like I'm in a mental prison until that drop comes, because I just don't really love it. You know, I want the drop. I want to complete it, because that's what the goal is, and I'm very much just like complete the goal, you know. But yeah, I'm glad PVM's over. So anyways, probably won't stream until I finish day ult, actually, because no one wants to watch that shit on stream, myself included. So maybe around when fantasy starts, we'll start back up. But yeah, thank you for listening to this ramble, and maybe after the day ult's done, we'll be back with another one. Peace out.